Hello, everyone, and welcome to this amazing webinar where we'll tell you more about why independent hoteliers should care about AI in pricing and distribution. Let's start with introducing ourselves. I'm here together with my colleague, Alex Savic, who is the Business Development Manager for Independent Hotels, and I'm Stijn Provost. I'm Marketing Strategy Manager at Lighthouse for independent hotels. Maybe start with introducing Lighthouse as well. Who are we? We are the leading commercial platform for the travel and hospitality industry. And we are trusted by over 70,000 hotels in 185 countries. And we are rated number one for 4 years in a row. But this is an amazing achievement. What are we presenting today? Because AI is such a hot topic and there's changing a lot. We'll start with what does it really mean to operate in an increasingly data-driven world, because data is also so important nowadays. And is AI going to solve everything? And then my colleague Alex will tell you more about why you should be using AI to improve your pricing and distribution. So what does it really mean to operate in an increasingly data-driven world? We did a survey in 2024 to more than 1,200 people all over the world. Like you can see, we did it for people in Europe, in North America, and Asia, for different roles, like for revenue managers, general managers, people who are operating in the sales team, but also for different business types, like for people who are working for a global chain hotel, but also for independent hotels. And we saw some different outcomes over there, depending on the business type and on the region. Something revenue professionals can confirm is that data complexity has been increasing because you have more and more sources. So it's way more difficult to have good data. And 71% agrees that it's becoming more complex to have the right data at your hotel. And even what we are seeing is that becoming more and more complex as well, because people are, or hotels are changing more the rates. Like in North America, we see that the price is changing 50% more compared to 2019. And even worldwide, we see that's increased by 20% compared to 2019. So the increased complexity we see in data and rates, that can be an opportunity or a threat. And the biggest data-related challenge is a lack of time to analyze the data, but also a lack of data trust. You have a lot of data that you are receiving. The data overload is on number 4 as well. And it's costing you a lot of time to analyze all the data. So I really like this quote of a revenue manager working at an independent hotel that's saying we have so much data and we have a combination of data that we are gathering from different reports, compiling everything manually. So, and manual is quite important here. They are still doing everything manual. And then that's the reason we put the second question here is AI going to solve everything we are doing manual now? And that's one of the main questions we did in our survey is, are you using AI at the moment for your data analytics? And then we see 40% in the global chain hotel are using AI, and only 27% of people who are working in independent hotel are using AI. So we see that independent hotels are here at the bottom. So this means we see a lot of improvement for independent hoteliers to use AI for data analytics to improve their pricing and distribution. And what is the key benefit of AI? I think everyone agrees that it's saving time and increase your productivity, but also improving your rate management, your revenue management decisions is also quite important. Other benefits, people say, we're reducing errors, reducing costs, better personalization, improving the guest experience. But to repeat here, time savings, because we see it is so complex nowadays that it's very important to use more AI. And if we asked at the end of our survey, what do you think is the future of AI in your company's revenue management strategy in the next 5 years? Almost everyone agrees that's very impactful, and we have an average score of 4.1 over there. So I think everyone agrees that we need to use more AI in revenue management. One of our respondents of an independent hotel say I believe that the hotel industry will adopt AI faster than other technology because it's available for everyone. And that's the thing my colleague Alex will tell you. So I want to have Alex on the floor to explain why you should be using AI to improve your pricing and distribution. And by the way, you will see popping up a banner with a free handbook for 2025, how you can get more out of your hotel, your independent hotel for 2025. So feel free to download it because it's free.
Thank you, Stijn. Hi, everybody. Nice to have you. Hope everybody is well today. So before we continue worshiping AI, I would like to maybe take a little step back and speak about one really important factor in your day-to-day operations. And from what we know about any hotels and independent hotels in general, it's dynamic pricing. Could the ones that are not using a dynamic pricing put one in the chat, just for me to see where we find ourselves? All right, it looks like everybody's using a dynamic pricing, so this is really great to know. Just to emphasize its importance, I will just say that, of course, it helps you to be on to be even, neither underpriced nor overpriced. It helps you being in line with in real time with your market demand, with your competitors' pricing, events, holidays, maybe your own KPIs that you have. Of course, it finds a balance between maximizing your revenue and optimizing your occupancy. And at the end of the day, you stay competitive and profitable. But there is a price to pay for it, and it's time. The most precious resource in our life is time. So here is actually where AI comes in and shows its value in dynamic pricing. So we actually remove with AI all this burden of analysis, of going into data from you. And basically, to some extent, we help you compete not only with your fellow independent hotels, but also with bigger hotels that have been going for years using a lot of employees, using their own systems. So yeah, all the manual work shifts to AI. It's no more time consuming. With these solutions, you can actually forget about guesswork because AI does all the running for you and it gives you ready to choose solutions. It continuously updates and you don't need extra expertise. It's super easy. If you use any applications, if you use any channels or platforms, if you're using a PMS, after all, you would be more than comfortable to use any AI solutions. So reducing time and effort and boosting performance is what AI does for you. And it looks like 75% of hoteliers in general, we saw these figures shown by Stijn, they actually believe that AI is their future. Right. So what is it in it for independent hotels? As I mentioned, the focus here is to be competitive and profitable without needing extra staff. We all know how busy you are, how many 300 tasks you have to perform during the day. And AI actually automates it for you and gives you more time on your hands. Actually, it's think about it. You don't have to do something manually. We don't go to the woods and we don't bring woods anymore. We don't put out fire to boil the water. We just push the button. This is basically the same process. We saw a great increase in revenue in hotels that have been using AI solutions. And of course, it's much less time and less effort to spend on their marketing analysis, their own KPI monitoring, and adjusting prices across their channels. Right. So here is a little overview of what kind of operations, what kind of solutions we have in stock for you to make your life easier and to make your quality of life higher. It's about pricing. It's about effective, efficient distribution, and it's about streamlining your operations. What Lighthouse did, it actually put everything in one useful, easy to use, good looking platform that anyone can use. And yeah, just to be more certain, here are the tools that I've been talking about. which, well, this year it is going to be put in the same platform visually, but right now they can be used as separate solutions. So you can come to us for any of these solutions and you will find them there. We are proud and we put a lot of effort in gathering feedback, gathering some reviews, and it looks like hotels, independent hotels across Europe, they are happy with using it. They see significant decrease in time. They can see basically only games. Some of them see massive bookings increases. So yeah, it's what I mentioned before. It makes your life easier and makes your performance more efficient. Couple of words for those of you who are not so much familiar with Lighthouse. Basically, Lighthouse is based on 4 pillars. They are, first of all, the most diverse and trusted data set in the industry. We have RMS and other systems using our data sets. So this is quite telling. Powerful AI, which is used responsibly and ethically in the case of these solutions. The platform, as I mentioned, is really easy to use. It's really great. It has really clear and understandable interface. And finally, like very few in the industry, we have the best customer support. You can verify it yourself. I will refer to answer your question a little bit later, as the pinned message says. Thank you for that. So to conclude, here are 3 main takeaways about AI for the independent hotels. First, it's the tool that you can use right now to save your time and increase your revenue. You can easily set the right price on the right channel with it. And it's simple and helpful and anyone can use it. It's as easy as that. So for today's webinar, we, as Stijn already mentioned, we prepared a special offer, a 14-day free trial for our platform, for our tools using AI that can make your life easier for the reasons already mentioned. And yes, thank you. We encourage you to answer a question if you would like to try this platform. And if you have any questions, you can also click on yes, and either Stijn or myself will get in touch with you after this webinar in the next couple of days via email that you got registered with, and we will be able to address your questions. Do you have anything to add, Stijn?
No, this is amazing, Alex. Thank you. I would say try it for free and you see how AI can help you with making data-driven decisions.
Absolutely. You're not losing anything. It's just a free trial without any obligations. So just give it a try and see how your life changes. Right. On this note, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure for us. I hope you learned something today. And we do hope that we can be there for you and our solutions can be useful for your business and ultimately for your life.